Hello, I'm Kont Orlanderson,
And I'm Booger Dagwood.
and
This
this
is
Kont
Kont
and
and
Booger
Booger
at the movies. Hello. Today we'll be discussing the by now classic 1988 film Die Hard, starring Bruce Wallace and Ellen Rickshaw, and directed by John McIntyre.
Such a good movie.
Yes.
My family would always gather around and watch it after our Thanksgiving meal because, everyone says it's a perfect Thanksgiving movie.
Yes. It's a wonderful Easter film.
Oh my God, it's so good. There's I don't know, it's just good.
There's a very tall building.
Tall building.
Yes.
And if it was a real building, it wasn't a set.
Yes, it's
It's a real building.
And in a way, the building could be perhaps read as a metaphor for American hubris. Yes.
And then Bruce is climbing through the American hubris in the building.
Yes, and indeed, the film was released at a time of tremendous real estate development throughout numerous cities in the world, in the United States and beyond. And this was the point at which the notion of housing fundamentally shifted from a basic human right to be provided to a privilege to be afforded. And the film, in many ways, is indeed a comment upon the average man, as played by Bruce Wallace, the police officer, and his inability to exist in this world.
I mean, I didn't watch it for all that kind of stuff. I just saw it because there's gunshots and explosions, and it's basically just some Germans coming.
Germans,
and they want to steal these bonds. Basically they want to steal money to dumb it down. I don't want to get all philosophical and smart. So I just want to get to the basics of it. It's these German guys come and they want to steal the money, and Bruce has to stop them. And it's cool because unlike one of our least favorite movies, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yes.
where you don't even hate the Nazis. This one you do hate the Nazis.
Yes,
He's so bad.
Makes a very interesting comment on the way in which both Japan and Germany, as our military and ideological enemies in World War II, nevertheless became dominant economic and political players in the post-World War II landscape. And indeed, I believe it was Jean-Luc Van Damme who once said that though Germany lost the war, they won the ideological battle.
I'll have to look into that because, it's making me think, and I really want to think right now.
Yes.
But, like I said, this is one of those movies that I'm sure you've all seen. Die Hard. Come on, everyone's seen Die Hard.
Yes, and the sequel, Get Hard.
Yeah, and there's 4 of them, right? It's 4
I believe
sequels.
5.
5 sequels.
5.
It's just a movie that I'm sure everyone sees with their family. Every Thanksgiving meal, me and my cousin Bull afterwards would be stuffed with all that food, all that brisket that we have for Thanksgiving, and we would go and watch Die Hard, and we would act some of the scenes out. He'd always make me play the German, and he always played, Bruce, and so he'd always kick my ass or shoot me with a Nerf gun, But it was cool, man, because we would climb the walls, and his mom would get pissed off at us, but Bull didn't give a shit.
And I believe
You ate all my popcorn.
Bruce Willis's daughter,
God damn it.
Bruce Willis Howard, was in Jurassic Universe. The film
Which one
about
is that,
the
the third one?
dinosaurs in space.
The third one?
I believe it's the 6th one.
The 6th one, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, go Die Hard, man. Go see it. You'll laugh, you'll cheer. Go see the sequels, also good. One is in a train station, and then the other one I think takes place in St. Louis, Chicago.
Yes, I believe St. Louis.
Somewhere in the Midwest where there's some trucks and they're trying to stop the brother or the cousin or some kind of relation of
Alan Rickshaw.
Of Alan Rickshaw from the first one, because spoiler alert, he dies. As all
and I
Germans
believe
do.
I believe that the fifth one takes place in Berlin.
So it's all coming back in a circle.
Yes.
So they're playing the long game. They set it up in the first one.
And
tied it in
I
in the
believe
third
that
one.
the fifth one was written before the first one. And they had to find out a way to work their way to that film.
And that's a funny story because we recently saw, and we'll review this, Missing in Action. And
Yes.
we watched
With Nuck Joris.
we watched the first one, which was actually filmed after the second one. But because the first one was deemed a better movie, it was released first. And the second one was released.
Sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though it was a sequel, it was released before, and the second one came out, and it was a prequel. And that's why we were confused, because the Missing in Action just starts with them running away from a bunch of, what war is it? I think Korea again, right? It's the Korean War. They're running away from a bunch of Vietnamese in the Korean War, and just getting shot. And it's like, what is going on? Who are these people? And so yeah, and then the second one, which is the prequel, is in Japan at the tail end of World War II.
The first one opens, I believe the phrase is, "En media rev." Yes.
Does that mean like in the middle of?
I believe it means
Or
whilst the action happens.
Oh.
Yes,
Because the action is happening.
it's ancient Greek.
Anyway, back to Die Hard. Go see it. It's awesome. You'll recognize a bunch of people. The setting's cool. I think the first one takes place in Seattle.
Yes.
God.
In the Nakatomi Tower.
I remember the first time I saw it, I was a little kid, and it was like watching porn. I got hard.
Yes.
But,
which is why I believe they called the sequel Get Hard. Yes. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you found that discussion enlightening.
I did.